Truck, it's that time of the year again. The IPL carnival is back. It just seems like yesterday it was the finals of the 2021 season, but we are back with the 2022 season of the IPL. It's going to be very exciting. 10 teams now, a different format. It's going to be split into two groups. And the first game of the tournament is between the finalists of last season, Kolkata Knight Riders and Chennai Super Kings. It's going to be an exciting game because not only did these two play finals together, but now they have different personnel because of the auction. There's different players and two new captains. The Kolkata Knight Riders, of course, they bought Shreyas Iyer in the auction, so he's their captain. Previously with Delhi, captain Delhi, and then got injured, came back. He wasn't the captain anymore and was picked up by KKR in the auction. And he is the new captain. And Chennai Super Kings, with the latest, just yesterday, it was announced that Dhoni was stepped down as captain and Ravindra Jadeja will be the new captain of the Chennai Super Kings. So exciting times for Chennai fans. I mean, it's also sad that for them that Dhoni is not going to lead anymore. He's been the guy at the toss, at the match presentations, behind the wickets, guiding his players in the dressing room. Captain Cool, MS Dhoni, no longer the captain, but he's still there. We don't know how many more seasons he play, but he's still there. He will guide Ravindra Jadeja wherever possible, and it's a good transition to happen because we don't know how many years, how many matches that Dhoni can play. This is a longer format, mind you. So if the captain can't play every single game, then it's probably better to choose a captain who is available for the whole tournament. And maybe Dhoni needs rest in between, and he's only human, at the end of the day. So he might need some rest. He might want to take breaks here and there. So Jadeja will be there. And also, it's a good transition, like I mentioned, because in the future seasons, they'll have someone, Jadeja, who's played under Dhoni and who's also captain Dhoni. So Dhoni will help him and guide him throughout the tournament. From KKR's point of view, Shreyas Iyer there, he's going to be filling the footsteps of Owen Morgan. And although Morgan, as a batsman, hadn't contributed as much, but as a captain, he was outstanding, phenomenal for KKR. He led them to the finals, especially with the start that they got in India last season. It was a very poor start, but to flip that around in Dubai, win like 6, 7 games in a row, take his team to the finals, excellent field placement, excellent bowling changes, even changing in the squad, getting Venkatesh Iyer in, giving him a specific role to top the bowling in the power play. I think it was outstanding. So Shreyas Iyer has to live up to that. But one thing that is going in Shreyas Iyer's favor is that he is in great form. He's in outstanding form, especially in Indian conditions. We've seen him, sparkle, whether it's the Test format or the One Day or T20 format versus Sri Lanka. He was outstanding. Versus New Zealand, he was really good. So Shreyas Iyer is in great form. A captain who can, score runs with the bat will always have that confidence in the field, and even players will look up to him. And there's a standard that he will set, and it'll be easier to follow that kind of standard. And that's why I think Shreyas Iyer will have a good advantage in that sense. But this is a different franchise. The Delhi style was different. He had the likes of Rabada and Oke to fall back to in terms of bowling. Yes, he has Pat Cummins here, who's not available initially, but that kind of bowling attack that he had kind of picked himself here. He'll have to make some decisions, especially in terms of who to bowl in the power play, who not to. He has some great spinners, Varun Chakravarti and Narayan, but they also get injured and stuff. So, workload management, how he rotates his bowlers, the batting order, because there's no short opener right now. Aaron Finch, Alex Hales has dropped out. Aaron Finch and Pat Cummins will be coming late, so they'll probably go with Rahane as opener, or even Ritesh Rana can go as opener. So there will be decisions that Iyer has to make straight away, and it won't be as straightforward as Delhi because again it's a 10-team format, and every team will have some holes somewhere, right? So I think that's one thing that he will have to focus on. You look at tomorrow's game, it's going to be exciting. It's in Mumbai. We expect to see a lot of runs. It will suit the likes of Andre Russell, this kind of pitch, power hitting. I think someone like Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, Venkatesh Iyer, Shreyas Iyer, they will like this kind of pitch. Shreyas Iyer, plays in Mumbai, so he has that advantage as well. So it will suit KKR from that side of things. But Chennai have their own Ruturaj Gaikwad. He had an outstanding season, orange cap holder last season. Spectacular batting. He's there. Robin Uthappa is there. Devon Conway, I think, would be a good addition. It's particularly, he plays spin well. I saw him in the World T20 in Dubai last season. The way he played Rashid and Nabi was brilliant. So I think he's someone who can add some flavor to this Chennai batting lineup. So there are big hitters in both teams. One interesting thing about Chennai is, let's just talk about the team news. So the team news is that Moeen Ali is coming late due to visa issues, so he's not available in the first game. Deepak Chahar is injured, so he might miss half the season. We don't know exactly how many games he's going to miss, but that's going to be a huge, huge miss. And that's what I was coming to, because Deepak Chahar missing means that the Chennai attack will be more foreign-based compared to last season or the season before, where they had a more Indian-based attack with Thakur, Deepak Chahar, and the lot. But here, they will have to rely on someone like Chris Jordan, Adam Milne, even a Thiksana might come and bowl some spin. So they'll rely on some foreign bowlers and Indian batsmen. It'll be a bit opposite. They don't have a Faf anymore or a Watson at the top. So it kind of flips things for Chennai. But there are some core players like Jadeja, Ambati Raidu, MS Dhoni, Dwayne Bravo. These guys, they know the philosophy of Chennai Super Kings. They have experience. They've won trophies a number of times. They've played in crucial matches, so they can kind of guide the other players who are new to this team. From KKR, again, the team news is that Pat Cummins and Aaron Finch are not there, like I mentioned before. But Alex Hales also dropped out. That kind of opens the gate for Ajinkya Rahane, but how does he play strike rate wise? That's going to be a question. Sam Billings will be the wicket keeper. Him and Sheldon Jackson, they'll have to go with one. So if they go with Sheldon Jackson, then they can maybe play another foreign bowler. But I think they might go with Sam Billings, because Sam Billings does have that attacking approach as well. He is an underrated player. He doesn't start for England all the time, but when he does get the chances, he scores those 40s and 50s, and he can bring that stability in that middle order. I think him, Russell, and Narayan, that looks like a good machine in the middle order, and Nitesh Rana as well. He can provide that those boundaries. So I think the batting order looks set. With the bowling, Umesh Yadav, Shivam Mavi, a lot will rely on them. They have Chamaka Karuna Ratne as well as an option. Whether they play him or not will be interesting. But I think the likes of Umesh Yadav and Shivam Mavi have a lot of onus on the shoulders. How do they execute in the death overs? How do they bowl in the power play? Yes, they have great spinners, but you also need your fast bowlers to return. And the last season, Ferguson was a very, very important cog in this unit, and he's not there. Yes, they have Pat Cummins, who will come a bit later, but Pat Cummins doesn't have the same kind of death bowling and opening bowling in the IPL compared to like maybe Test cricket for Australia. He's crazy in the red ball, but in T20s in the IPL he hasn't been as effective. Can he improve that? And when he comes back, that will be interesting to see. But yeah, that's the team news. I think players to watch out for. For me, from Chennai's side, there's plenty of options to choose from, but I'm going to go with Ravi Jadeja, batsman, bowler, fielder, and now captain. How does he play? His role as captain. How is he going to handle the team? Will he make the decisions? Will he take Dhoni's advice? Will it only be him? Will it be a combination of him and Dhoni? And then how does he perform? Does he under bowl himself? Does he bowl himself too much? Where does he bat? Does he promote himself in the batting order? Does he go deep down in the batting order? I'd be very interested to see that. So Jadeja is the player to watch out for. And from Kolkata Knight Riders, Venkatesh Iyer, of course, he had a brilliant season last season, but he only played half the season and nobody knew much of him. There's a lot of analysis and data now. A lot of teams have seen the way he bats and bowls. They probably identified some weaknesses. So the second season will be crucial. How does he perform? He's a player to watch out for. And of course, should I say, captaincy and batting wise, I would really like to see how he performs. And these guys are also very good fantasy picks. And then, in fantasy, it's always good to get someone who's going to score a lot of runs. So maybe opening batsman picks up wickets, maybe new ball bowler or even death over bowler, and all-rounders as well who do a bit of both, right? And you can also take those wicket keepers who can bat up the order and also take catches. So it's going to be a great, great season, hopefully. It's going to be a competitive season, hopefully. Starting off with the two finalists, Chennai versus KKR. It's a bit difficult to predict this one because we don't know exactly how these teams are going to function. And they're new players, right? And again, new captains. It's going to be different Chennai. This is not Dhoni-led Chennai. You can easily say, if it's Dhoni-led Chennai, whatever team he has, we've seen him over the last 14 years, whatever team he has, he's always successful. Yes, he has the odd bad season, but we know what we're going to get from Dhoni. But from Jadeja, we don't know exactly what we're going to get. I'll probably tip KKR in this game. I feel the Moeen Ali's absence kind of hampers Chennai because he can provide with both bat and ball. And KKR, I just feel they have some strong batting, and the Russell factor is always there. And on these pitches, I think the West Indian batsmen, will thrive, I think, and they will do perform really good in Mumbai. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens in the end. So yeah, I'm tipping KKR for this game. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Comment with your predictions for the IPL and for this match, and we will have the latest updates from the IPL and the cricketing world on down the track. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned.